question that I got before we wrap up. I know you got dinner plans. Where are you wanting to take your company, Men of Action? Like, what's next for you? 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want at least 3 low ticket offers to help the affiliates and to get to people who just can't take the course. Yeah. That's the first thing I want to do. Then I want to pivot into a brand building course. So one of the things we've gotten really good at is helping guys. So what guys want a real easy trick to build a brand right now. If anybody doing this, take 2 iPhones and go out and do man on the street videos anywhere you want. So one iPhone is for audio, and then your buddy is filming you. Maybe get a little light from Amazon, put it on top of your camera, and then film wideways, and then post those on YouTube, and then post those on Instagram. These man on the street videos, and ask people crazy questions. That is a great way to build a brand, very inexpensively.
That's kind of how our buddy Max Major did it.
Yeah, Max Major's a great example of man on the street, but he's doing it with professional equipment. You can do this with 2 iPhones, so there's no excuses. So that would be one thing. So the next thing I'm going to do is teach people how to build brands organically with nothing and using no money. That's probably the next course. And then the course after that is going to be we have our own software for our own tracking software that Grant Jordan, my partner, had built. We're probably the last one we're going to do is we're going to give away. I learned this from Neil Patel. Neil Patel, who is richer than all of us. The reason why he's so wealthy is because he gives away free software to sell a product, to like do SEO stuff. So we have our own proprietary software. We're probably going to give that away for free and then sell a course showing how we went from 0 to 10 million a year, how we did that, but using an online coaching sort of course, and then show the roadblocks that we went through in order to get there, and show the way we did it. You guys, if you listen to Alex Hormozi, if you really listen to him, he doesn't say this is the only way to do it. He says this is the way I did it.
Yeah, I'm a big believer. Like I don't like the. And I know people, you fail, right?
Yeah.
You fail, you learn from mistakes. But I don't like the culture of like, oh, it's good to fail. Because like, I'm like, no, it's not good to fail. Because like, if I can learn, I'm like Hormozi in that sense. Like, if I can learn skills in my expertise, like whatever let's say, I'm going into what you're doing, right? If I can learn skills that you have, and I can learn from your mistakes, that means I don't make the same mistakes myself.
Yes.
And that's why that course would be so valuable, because I always say the most successful people in life don't learn from their mistakes. They learn from other people's mistakes. They don't make the same mistakes themselves.
Absolutely.
So you're successful far faster.
Well, but the other thing is like so my other guys were like, well, there's other people who teach this already, and I was like, well, but they're not accessible. Like the thing is like. Hormozi's acquisitions
sales
program
training companies
is amazing, but like I'm more accessible than Alex is. Like that's the truth. Like at the size we are now, so I think I'm going to do that. So that's what's going to be next. So it's going to be a brand building course, and then we're probably going to pivot into just an entire course. Basically, you want to teach coaching, whatever, that kind of stuff, and soup to nuts, including the sales stuff. I'll probably have you on and some other people to come on the program and talk about it. So like that's probably what I see myself doing in the future. And this is just a dream that I have. I would like 100 guys who've gone through the course to be working for me. I would like the entire. By the way, we do have female setters. We have the girl who runs my social media manager. She's female. We have several females in the course. But like I would like 100 people who've gone through the course to be working on the sales team. I would like to build a culture, because this culture is all about abundance. We're all congratulating each other on success, which is why I'm so proud that we created this. And this is not something you've ever had to deal with, but like in this coaching space, this like guru coaching space, there's a lot of guys who make promises, don't fulfill, they don't do their boot camps, they don't pay their coaches, they don't pay their employees. We have a very strict thing in Men of Action where the employees always get paid on time or early. And no one ever touches commissions. I know that sounds absurd. Most people are like, of course you would do that. But you know plenty of people who got ripped off by that. And that was literally the first rules in our company is everyone gets paid on time.
We pay, like literally even in the very beginning when people would be like, whatever they loved and I hate you, whatever, they would say that to us, we're still paying them whatever they're owed. You can't not do that. I mean, first of all, it's against the law. And number 2, you're just going to burn bridges.
It's so crazy.
That's going to cause you to lose 10 times more money than just paying them 10 grand or whatever
these people don't know what to do. All of a sudden, there's like $10 million in their bank account, but they owe $5 million in commissions, and they're just like they think all of it's theirs, and then they don't even pay taxes on it. And I'm like, but I'm telling you, so many people.
That's not a real business.
Yeah, I know. So many people in the space do that. So that was the first thing we did was build our business based on like everyone gets paid. I know it seems like a small thing, and the other thing is I have joy paying my people. I am so excited when I have to pay them more money. When they hit benefit, other people are like, oh no, I'm going to lose this money. No, bro, I am so excited to pay my my people.
Yeah, no, we are too. I mean, and you'll see, like, eventually as you get bigger and bigger, like now we have like legal counsel, like in-house legal attorneys. Now we have in-house legal compliance officer, a head of compliance, and like we have all this stuff. And once you get over like that 30, 35, 40 million a year, you have to get that because, and they have to be really careful what you say. We can't even talk about, like, we have 23,000 plus testimonials, and people are like, oh, I used to make $5,000 a month in commissions, now I make 35 or whatever, just random stuff like that. But the FTC, you can't even like post testimonials from people that posted them, like real people. You can't even, they can't even talk about the income from testimonials.
So here's the funny thing. So we have 200 video testimonials, and the only reason we have 200 is because the editor ran out of time. We could have 500, we could have 2,000.
Yeah.
But in the video testimonials, our attorney comes to me and he goes, hey, if you compensated these people to do the testimonial, you have to acknowledge that for the FTC.
Sure.
And I was like, well, we didn't.
We never do that.
And he goes, no, for real. If you have to, he couldn't understand that we had 500
these
testimonials.
people are just posting them in our Facebook
groups. No, they're just posting it. And he was like,
results.
No. But if you paid them, I was like, bro, we didn't. I promise you, we didn't give them anything. They just wanted to do testimonials for us.
It's a cool thing because it's like they got results, so they're happy, right?
Yes.
And I think a lot of people don't understand is like there are businesses out there that actually get results for their clients.
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing because
it's hard for people to understand.
It is because I've seen programs where I go through a program and like there ain't nobody getting any results from this program. Yeah. And that's sad because I see so many people buying into that stuff and I'm just like, oh my God, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. All right, where can everybody pay attention to what he's about to say here? Where can everybody learn about what you're doing? Like, they're a guy that wants to get more confidence in dating. Maybe they want to learn. They're a financial advisor or whatever. They're a CEO of a company that wants to build more, networking. It doesn't matter what sales profession you're in. Learning these networking events is going to make you more sales. I can assure you that. So where do they go to learn about what you do?
Go to school.com. Shout out to Sam Ovens and Alex Ramosi. School.com, SKOOL.com /Men of Action Free.
Okay, so school, SKOOL.com
/Men of Action Free. There's a hyphen in between each word, so it's men of action free. Does that make sense?
We're going to put that in the show notes and everybody. So make sure you go, you follow him on Instagram as well.
Yeah, so if you're a skeptic, go follow me on Instagram. First, if you're like, this guy's full of shit, go follow me on Instagram. And then, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but, like, no one has the receipts I have. Like, not even 1/10 of
I was impressed. I was at his podcast. I was kind of like, who is this guy or whatever? Because I thought you were, like, one of those pickup artists.
Yeah.
But I started going through your course a little bit before. I'm like, actually, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not a pickup artist. I'm actually surrounded by women. How can I be a pickup artist?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. No,
I know. It's a joke we have.
Yeah, because I read those books back in the day, like 10, 12 years ago. And that's why I bought your program for an Academy course. I'm like, he's talking about getting, women to qualify to you rather than you qualifying to them.
Yes.
And in sales, we're like, hey, like, you got to get the prospect to qualify because who has the problems, your prospect or you?
Yeah.
You don't. The prospect has the problem. So why are you qualifying to them? You got to get them to qualify to you because you're the one that can solve their problems.
The prospect needs to feel like whatever you have is better than what's going on in their life. And by the way, when you're dating, hypergamy for a woman, she needs to feel like you're higher status than she is. That's the only way. So if you come, again, imagine someone coming door to door and selling you aluminum siding every day. If that person came every day for 2 months, you'd be like, your aluminum siding is clearly fucked up. There's something wrong with your aluminum siding. A dude keeps asking you out on a date over and over again. Clearly there's something wrong. But if he's like, hey, we're going to do an animal rescue charity, and you show up there and you see 6 girls competing for his attention, now the woman's brain, it just cracks. And she's like, why are they following him around? Like, what's going on? I need to know what's going on.
Call that situational status.
For sure. And that's the thing. You build a brand, your business is like, you build a huge brand, dating is easier, and selling is easier. But nobody put the two together until I did. And that's what the course is.
So make sure you go to, we'll have that in the show notes. Make sure you follow him on Instagram and YouTube. Moses got great content, but don't be one of those freebie seekers out there because you know what happens to those people? They never really go anywhere. They never master it. So make sure you go to his Skull Group. We'll get it in the show notes. And that's a wrap. Thanks for being on the show, my friend.
Awesome, brother. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Gucci.